My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I am reviewing Bergamask by Orto Parisi. This is £145 for 50ml. Proof that minimal notes can provide maximum effect. So I don't believe that. I don't believe it's minimal notes in it at all. Perfume is never like that. Bergamask is based solely on bergamot and musk accords. As suggested by its name, its unique aromatic and citrus blend, this intoxicating scent reveals itself slowly over a matter of days than hours. So it's that strong, is it? It's an eau de parfum, citrus floral, musk, spicy, top notes of bergamot and musk. Do we have our origami boxes of Bergamask? Are we engaged with the high stuff? Let's get testing. So I quite like the box actually. I love the way it's not using plastic. That's very cool. Like this sort of origami. Somebody designed this. I always think that when I look at these sort of things. Somebody very clever designed this. This is strong. I think it was a bit of a mistake putting 3 sprays on, but kind of whatever. So, I'm going to talk about a few things. Within the wood-like raw materials, that is one of the most vast subsections of perfumery raw materials. It is so vast, mainly because sandalwood-like raw materials are allergen-free. You can put your own raw materials together to make a sandalwood accord, and sandalwood and sandalwood amber, like raw materials, they're indispensable within a formulation. They do so much. The hidden sort of things within a formulation is secret. Your very smooth ones on one end, Bangalore, Sandalore, they're so soft and smooth. The other end, you have your Javanol, and then you have your amber woods, which are the Norlimbanol, Timberol. They have the same CAS number. But Javanol is so expensive. It's crazy per kilogram. I do use it, and it smells very beautiful. It's allergen-free, which means it doesn't have any of the IFRA allergens, no citronellol, no linalool, no limonene, geraniol, coumarin, all that stuff. It's got none of it in it. It is crystalline at room temperature. It's slightly opaque, and it's very, very strong. Anything which generally is crystalline is stronger, has an expansive quality. You have to know how to work with these raw materials. They're quite complex to work with. It is more of a rose sandalwood. Rosewood, rose sandalwood, it's sort of slightly floral, it's sweet, it's outrageously expensive, and this has been used primarily within this Javanol. This also has, and you can detect it, so Javanol, I hope you're getting singular raw materials to smell. You have Javanol, and then to have that sort of metallic, sort of amber smell is a amber raw material, which is extremely expensive, and is a hidden raw material within perfumery, which can be used to give elevation, has a slight Middle Eastern feel. It's very, very expensive. So this formulation uses, I would say, in high amounts, some of the most expensive aroma chemicals that you can get. So this is a very expensive formulation. So I'm gonna say that first off. Based upon wood-like musks, which give that sort of ebony feel. So this is, I would say the core is sandalwood like raw materials and sandalwood amber like raw materials. I think it's very good. For things to vibrate off my skin, you really got to know what you're doing. So this is a symphony of wood aroma chemicals, musks and ambers. So that is sort of the core, and obviously has the bergamot within the formulation. And you can smell the lavender, and lavender, it sweetens the formulation. And I've mentioned in the past hundreds of times, you don't always have to use ethyl maltol whipping through the base. Even though I like ethyl maltol, you can use other things. You can use acetates, fruit acetates, and some essential oils as well can be sweet, can use to be sweeten a formulation if you don't want to give that ethyl maltol feel. Lavender can sweeten formulation, obviously, as some citruses can. Bergamot can. Sweet orange can. So all these things can be used to sweeten a formulation, and that's what's happening within here. It has the iso super and acetates in it. I don't think this would work without iso super actually. Iso super is giving that sort of velvet, ambery wood feel, and then the acetates helping to elevate it even more. I don't know if I've reviewed this brand before. I don't know, I can't remember. I think it's the sister house of something that I've reviewed. I think that's what my brain's telling me. On to my final thoughts. I love this. I think it's great. I think it's innovative. I think it smells clean, sweet, sound, a woody floral. It's very strong. This will go on and on and on. The way it's constructed, somebody really, really knows their stuff with the construction of this. Going to go through my final thoughts and marks with you. Safe, legal, compliant. The box I think is amazing, actually. I think it's so innovative. I kind of love it. I think it's very cool. Safe, legal, compliant. It's got everything on that you kind of want and more. Excelente. This is highly skilled perfumery. This is someone who really, really knows their stuff. This is someone who's been studying for a very long period of time. You can just tell they really know what they're doing. At the price, I think the price is fantastic because you gain that longevity and you gain that projection over a long period of time. And it also smells very nice. It's a sweet, citrusy sort of smell and a new take on that sweet, citrusy. The use of the ambers, the use of the Javanol at such high concentrations. I just love that. To use aroma chemicals in that way at that concentration to get that effect, I think it's very, very good. I would not change this at all. I think it's brilliant. But I don't know if I'd reach for it, but I do think it's excellent. I think it's a really excellent formulation. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Ticking all the boxes for me. My favorite type of fragrances are kind of like the Orientals. And I think if this had a bit more darkness to it, I kind of would love it a bit more. But I kind of think it's excellent. I can thoroughly recommend this if you're after a new signature fragrance. If you're after a new take on citrus, if you're after something really different, if you're very, very bored of citruses and all the rest of it, and you kind of want a signature fragrance that I imagine not too many people have, I would absolutely recommend this. I think it's a very good formulation. So if you love that review, thumbs up and subscribe. More fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands, and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.